So welcome. If you're in, then you just say hello, and then I know whether to start or not. So just say hello, good evening everybody, hope you're well. So welcome to Reed Studios. Today we are going to be doing some strengthening work based on Pilates, and we are also going to be looking at some relaxation stretches, as I think we all need that, especially at the moment. Hope you're all feeling okay. Obviously I can't screen you like I would for my normal classes, but if there is anything that you find is too difficult, doesn't work with how you're feeling today, I will be offering some modifications. So all you need is yourself and a mat or carpet space. Just clear that space and we'll begin. So we're going to start on our mats, and we're just coming down towards the floor. So if you want to be sideways on or frontwards on, you can be. And we're just going to start with some shoulders, taking it back, pulling in that belly button to spine, just feeling that work into the core. So each time we breathe out, feel that tummy pull in towards the spine. And take it a bit wider. If you prefer to stand with this one, you can, whichever feels better for you. Well done. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. And we're going to hold those arms out to the side. I'm just stepping over to one way. And we're breathing in, breathing out. Reach over to that side. Stretch and feel that shoulder pull down through to the back. Open, breathing in. Breathe out to reach the other way. So we are making sure we are feeling both sides, getting a good stretch, pulling away gently, opening the arms, and round the other way. Excuse me with my dog, who has decided to walk around and create more shadows. And back the other way. Well done. And now we're going to round the back, pull back through to the floor. If you are kneeling, if you're standing, just round in the back, breathing in to look up. Big deep breath in through the nose, inhale, breathe out, rounding through that spine. Keep that going, breathing in, reaching up, looking high, breathing out, coming down. You just saw a little shadow of the dog there. One more. And out. And either stay here or come up to a high level, or standing is also fine. We're going to inhale here, holding onto those shoulders, breathing in. As we exhale, we're twisting through that spine, back through the center, round the other way. So if you find this is too compact, come back to this position, light and shade, with the doggy who's deciding to sniff everything because she's been shut away and has escaped. So she's not very happy. Right, we keep going. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Good. Lovely. Keep that going all the way around. Lovely. We'll do this one again later. This is just to warm ourselves up. And open round. Well done. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come round sideways onto our mat or floor space. So we're lifting up through that spine, feeling that belt wrapped around our center, pulling into the third notch. So we're not pulling in too much, that we're creating too much of an arch round to the back. We're tucking under with that pelvis and through. Feel like your ribs are going down towards those hips, which will stabilize that spine. So breathing in, as we breathe out, we're rolling forwards, down towards the floor, walking those hands in front. And we're stepping those knees so they are a good hip distance apart. So make sure they're not too close together. You want them to be nice and open and into the space. Okay? And we're making sure as we walk our hands forwards, they are going forwards in towards, I'm going to have to move you, in towards the shoulder height of that mat. So in a nice comfortable position, breathing in, breathing out, we're tucking the elbows under, breathing in to lift it back through. And again, breathing out to lower, breathing in to lift through. So they're really small push-ups, and we're making sure those elbows are tucked in towards the body. We're not going outwards. We're coming in. So we're here. So pushing down through the arms, and the work is on the way up. Push that body weight away. So you can keep it really small in that box shape. So we're just going forwards and back, or you can walk those hands further forwards and go down through the arms to lift it back. Breathing out to lower, breathing in to lift, pushing back in towards those heels. And lift it through, going down through the arms, breathing out, breathe in, pull back. And again, breathing in, breathing out, warming up those arms. And that back as you stretch back through into that child's pose. One more. Well done. Plant those hands so they are now underneath where you are. I'm going to adjust this light a bit so you can see me better. It's a little bit weird with all of that. Okay, so we're still in that position. Okay. Right. So what we're making sure now is that we've got a really good position with the arms. We're going to plant that left hand into the middle, and we're going to open the arm, and open that chest, breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to tuck the arm underneath and through, thread it through like a needle. Head can head down towards the floor. Breathe in to lift up through. Breathe out to tuck under. We're going to do that 2 more times. Keep that pelvis high as you drop through the body, keeping that tummy held in. Last one. Breathing in, breathing out. Hold that one down if you want to, just a bit longer. And push up through the arm, switch sides. Now have that other arm in the middle. Breathing in, lift up through the arm, open that chest. Breathing out, tucking under, pull through. Now lift up, breathing in, inhale. Exhale, tuck through. 2 more, lifting up. The last one. So we're getting a really good stretch through the torso. That's the aim for that one. Okay, so we're going to lift up through the body and come back round to face this way. Now, I'm going to show you this next exercise on the knees. If you find this is too much, I will adjust it to the side as well so you can look at the 2 options that work for you. So our first version, lots of you will know this that have come to my class, we're opening out the legs, so we're getting a good stretch into the inner thigh. We're going to lift up through with the arms, breathing in, reach the arms up, shoulders down, breathing out, opening out to the side. It's a low level warrior 2. Breathing in, lift up. Breathing out, lower down. And again, lift up through. So we can stay with this. We can adjust it slightly by adding a side tilt. So we're going to breathe in, Breathe out to lower towards that knee. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to release the arm down. It doesn't have to touch the floor if you don't want it to. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're really waking up those sides, making them feel good. Option. You can stretch that leg away to go further around. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. You have the option to go back to where we were, or keep going with this. You can be on the floor if it's too intense. So you work down here, lifting up, lowering down. So if that feels more comfortable, you can just reach the arm. Same thing. You're just doing it on one side only. We will swap over. So, where were we? Option. Reach over towards that toe. Lift up through. So now we're getting the front part as well as the sides working. Into the lower back. You can keep it up. You can just reach across. Good. Keep going with those options. One more. Let's come over to the side. So plant that leg firmly to the floor to begin with. Just the arm is going to open. Then reach overhead. So now we're feeling it right up through the arm. We're making sure we've got a really good base. Again, if this does not feel comfortable, you can be doing this on the floor lying down or on a diagonal. So you're making sure you're going all the way around that side. Keep it moving all the time. Good. Keep switching up, whichever works for you. Well done. Okay, so we can be coming all the way up or reach to the side. One more option here is to reach that leg up to meet the arm. That's it. Just a couple more. Hold here. Knee comes into the elbow, breathing out. Push away, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. One more. You can be doing this higher up. And breathing in. Breathing in. Breathing out. How was that? We're going to do the other side now. So as soon as you're ready, we're going around the other side. So if you know what worked for you on that way, if you'd rather lie down, you can do that as well. I'll mix up the two options as I did before, but give you other options. So we're going to start here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. You could just stay with this if this feels good. So it's one of those power moves. It really opens up through the chest, through the torso, and most importantly, those hips that get very tight through the body. One more. Stay here. We'll add the side reach, side tilt, and release. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Good work. Keep that breath pattern going all the way through. Feel really tall in the middle as you release. Options to take that leg away. Breathing out. Breathing in. Well done. Keep that going. Excellent. Stay with this, or you've got the options, or you can add the reach. Now, if you're lying on your side, you would have found out that this would be very hard to do on the floor. So if you find that is the case, an option you might prefer to do is here. So you can still reach towards those toes, reach and lift. So I'm giving you these options to you. You might find they work better. Well done. So yes, you might be up high still. Lovely. Hold this one all the way over. Hold there. And just reach the arms. So again, this can be lying on your side or in this position. All the way overhead if you want to. Lifting that leg up if you fancy it. Breathing out. Breathing in. Good work, everybody. Excellent. On this next one, now you're really feeling it through that outer thigh, the one that's supporting you. You're right down here. Bring that knee in towards the elbow. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Excellent. Last one. Lift up through, reaching high. And breathing out, come down. Plant those hands down, tuck that knee in, and release. Well done. So, you'll be pleased to know we're going to lie down now if you haven't already. So get into a comfortable position if you can, so you can see me. I will talk you through. So we're going towards the mat, walking the hands forwards, lying down on your side with the arms out either side. So if I show you in a kneeling pose, you want to make sure those arms are at a 90-degree angle. And we're looking down towards the floor. We're going to turn the toes in towards each other and the heels are going to open. And the legs are just running down out behind you. So we're breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to push down into the forearms, lift the chest and the head to look up towards the ceiling. We're not quite getting there on a 45-degree angle. Breathing in to bring it back. Breathing out to push away. Breathing in to bring it back. Just a few more. So I'll do that on the floor. Really feel like you're sliding those shoulder blades together as you lift up through and come down. If that feels okay, try to float the arms up as you lift the chest the next time. Breathing in to come down, breathing out to lift up. Keep moving through. Feel the work as you're lifting up, running down the back. So initially it was up the upper back and now it's going down towards the lower parts of the back. If that's too intense, don't go with the arms. Keep them firmly on the floor. If you want to work a bit more, lift up the arms and extend them above the head. Then come back down and lower down to the floor. So we're lifting up on 1, reaching on 2, back on 3, down on 4, and I'll do that with you this time with the breath. So we're lifting up on 1, breathing out, reaching on 2, breathing in, back on 3, breathing out, and then coming down, breathing in. So keep that pattern going, up, forwards, back, and down. Well done. And release. Well done. Have your hands underneath you. Push up through the arms. Step them underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, around that spine, tucking under with the head. Arch that spine. It should feel nice to do that. And then release. And one more. Pull away. And then release. Good work. Okay, so you've done quite a lot of work the sides and now into the back. You're going to work a bit more into the front. So you can turn yourself around once again. This time you might want to face the other way. You might be facing me, that's fine. Just make sure in the seated position your knees should be hip distance apart. So they shouldn't be together. Find that hip distance if it helps. Lift up nice and tall through that spine and open those heels, follow with those toes. That should be your hip distance. Feel your chin lower gently towards the chest, rounding that spine. Breathe in to lift up. Breathe out to curve down through. Good. If you prefer, you can release those hands and also work through that spine. You might prefer to have those legs in front so they're cemented to the floor. As you round that spine, keep them lower into the floor. You might prefer, if you do have a ball, to plant it behind. So you can have a little lean into that ball and then release back up again. So whichever you prefer to do. I'm going to bend the knees. So I'm rounding in towards the ball and lifting back up. So you have lots of options for this roll-up position. You can keep it really steadily going down towards the floor and stop at sort of the 3/4 point, and then lift back up through. You can do the full roll-up, which means you're making sure you go down as slow as you can in towards the mat. As you get towards the upper back, breathe in here. As you breathe out, you're making sure you get back to that same position without lifting up those legs. That's the tough point. To do a little bit more work, opening one side, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out to go the other way. So there's lots of armography you can attach. So you're really making sure you're feeling it through that front, but you might also feel it around the back. So just one more if you're doing the full roll up, all the way down, all the way back up, or two more if you're doing one each side, or just two smaller ones is fine. Okay. When you finish and want to break, bring yourself forwards into a stretch, forward fold. Good work. And then we're going to hedge all the way down. Hedge is a new word, by the way. Edge down to the mat and stay there. So take your time to roll into the floor, get comfy, feel yourself settle in this new posture. Step those feet so they are closer in to the body, but still knees hip distance apart. And I want you to think about those ribs going down towards those hips. So what actually happens is you are creating that same tension, a third notch on your belt, keeping that spine stable. So you're not pushing the back into the floor. We've all got different shaped spines, so it's more about engaging that core to support the back. That's what we're going to think about. So it helps to imagine those ribs going down towards those hips. Some people like to think about the hips drawing into each other as well. So you can decide how you do that in that low position now. So staying there. And whilst we're there, we're going to take the hands up to the outside of the thighs. Breathing in, we're going to reach the arms above the head. As we breathe out, we're going to open those arms. Feel those ribs going down towards the spine, towards the hips. Breathing in and lift. Breathing out and open. The arms, nice big circles created. And you can just stay with the head down if you want to. Option 2, we lift up through. And we bring the head up towards the chest. Breathe in to come down. Breathe out to lift up through. Keep that going. So we're making sure we've got really nice